What up, world? Back again with a new dark skin look. It is the Country Rap Report. It's your boy, Big XL.
What up? It's your dude, Spank.
All right. It's 2022. We're back in full effect. Hopefully everybody has had a good time breaking in the new year, and chances are most y'all, like me, have already broken your New Year's resolution. I already broke mine.
What was it?
Huh?
What was it?
To not spend money on clothing.
Oh, no, I can't do that, man.
Right before I bought 2 Adidas sweatsuits that I did not need. I literally have no room in my house for clothes. Like every clothes, like my clothes come out the closet wrinkle because I just have no room. So I don't need to buy nothing. So I've come up with a new project, and that's going to make me I'm going to restore a car. I've never done that before. Never stored a car, but I figured if I find something else to do with my little, not like I have a lot of money, but my little petty change, since I don't have a hobby, then, my hobby has been buying clothes.
That could be an expensive hobby, bro.
Well, what's funny? It's an expensive hobby and a clutter hobby when you don't grow. When you actually can I just looked at a picture when my daughter graduated, and I had a shirt, and the shirt was fly. I really liked the shirt. And I still have the shirt, and the shirt is still as fly.
Right.
But I still got it 8 years ago. It's just, I don't grow. So, I'm the same fat guy I was then and now. And, but I'm happy it's a new year. I'm happy to, I don't know why I always like that whole reset button, but I'm not big on resolutions anyway. If I decide or see something I need to change in June, why in the hell am I going to wait to December 31st to change it? Once I see I have to correct myself or correct things around me, I do it. If I got to move it out of the way, I move it out of the way. I'm not waiting to the goddamn 31st. I need to move some of these clothes out of the way, though. I need to do that. Move some of these clothes out of the way. But hey, man, new year, new things, new sponsors.
Yes. New sponsors. I'm playing with my smoothie. That's what I'm doing over there. Y'all see me over there moving my arm. I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he moving his arm like that? This is about to be X-rated. No, we got a new sponsor. White Trash Mofo. Y'all know who that is. Appreciate you, Rich Regal. Everybody that is out there, for those of you that are watching this, and if you want to send in merchandise, or any products we want us to test, the address is on the bottom of our website. Just go scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll be able to see it there, and you can send it there. Please inbox us before you send random shit, because certain stuff we ain't gonna participate in. So if we ain't gonna be feeling it, we'll let you know. But most likely, if it's food or liquor or clothes, we probably gonna be into it. So just FYI. But there's some free stuff here.
Edibles.
He has sent. Yes, edibles are always great. There's some free stuff here he has sent for us to give away to you. So if you want a chance to win all of this stuff that I'm about to show you, I need for you to go down in the comments and comment your favorite strain of weed. Legal or not. That's all you got to do. Now, we're going to randomly pick this person. This ain't going to be everybody. But we could break it up and send a piece to everybody. And I'd rather just send all in one package. But this is all the stuff that's coming. First of all, you're going to get these shades, because these things are dark as fuck. I don't know how they see anything out of that shit. And you're probably going to get this hat, too. This is legit. It's a whole hat right there. White Trash Mofo. I like that hat, though. And you might get this shirt, depending on how I feel. But you'll get your own shirt that has never been worn. Just highlight orange.
That's prison orange.
Street construction orange. You get your own pair of shades that's never been opened with the blue line, and they don't have one that was orange. If he does, he didn't send that. You got a White Trash Mofo koozie.
In the beer cold.
You got a White Trash Mofo blunt holder where you can put that favorite strand in here and carry it around.
Keep your strand properly separated.
You got your White Trash Mofo grinder This is for the weed folks now. You ain't gonna put no salt and pepper in here. This is for something else. That's what this is for. You got what is this called again? Pop socket. This goes on the back of your phone so you can hold on to it and not drop it. I probably need this on all of my phones. But I don't know how I'm gonna explain white trash mofo to somebody that see that. But I guess it would be a good conversation piece. You got a white trash mofo weed sticker. It's another weed sticker, well, white trash sticker. Got you some white trash mofo bling. And one of the people that we're going to review in this show is wearing one of these, so just be on the lookout for it. You got a CD that he personally signed, I think. Yeah, he did. Rich Regal, the album. And it's the back of it. Still in the case for those of y'all that still play CDs. Bunch of other stickers. You can put these all over whatever you want. This is another sticker and postcard. Scan for free videos. This is a good marketing idea right here. Damn, I didn't realize this was on the back of this. On the other side too. Okay, this good shit, Rich Regal. Marketing work. I like it. And you got your weed tray, so that as you're busting out your cheap blunts and throwing that stuff away, then you can put your real blunt on here and roll it up like you're supposed to. So all of this will be going to one person. Just comment your favorite strand of weed, and we will randomly pick you, and we will comment on you saying that you won, and you will need to inbox us with whatever instructions we say in that comment so we can send you this entire package ASAP.
And when they get it, man, can we get them to send back a picture?
Yeah, that would be great. And
tagging us in Rich Regal.
For sure. That makes sense. They need to do that.
So it ain't even gotta be a legal strain.
No.
It can be that Billy Moot blueberry.
I ain't never had none of that. I like to try it though.
You gotta come to Griffin and get that from Billy Moot. And Billy Moot blueberry. You know, you get over there at the 615.
Did I hold this up?
You didn't.
That's the car decal. That's what you call it? Yeah. You can see it right there.
There are a lot of people rolling around the world with that decal on their vehicle. So you can also represent and be a white trash mofo. Even if you ain't a white trash mofo, it's a mentality.
That was a couple $100 worth of merch right there. So it's all going to one person. So appreciate our sponsor, Rich Regal. Appreciate it.
All right, and to all the people.
Did you show your shirt?
You know, yeah, they see that big weed leaf, white trash mofo. You know, we see how Rich Regal coming. Now, if you participate and you're not privileged enough to win, okay, or if you want to find out more about Rich Regal, you can definitely visit him at www.richregal740.com. Again, that's www.richregal740.com. Tell them Country Rock Report sent you, man.
That's him sitting over your right shoulder right now. He whispering that.
I made that joint, bro.
Tell him about me.
I made that. That's thing. That ain't about sponsorship. That's about dopeness.
That's dope.
You know, see, I don't went and handcrafted some things. You know, real quick. Can I talk about this a little bit?
Sure, why not?
And I'm gonna raise it up. If you see, that's the Graves joint.
Mm-hmm.
That Swamp Gas album. If you see there, you can't see the bottom, but that's the big pole. That's the album of the year joint. You know what I'm saying? And then if you see that right there is just for our homegirl Jane Wick, because she on vacation right now.
Right.
We got to represent the CRR. You know. Okay.
That's what's up.
I put hey man, I got some other things. I gotta maybe get a different camera if I can, expand it.
Right.
So with that being said, because I'll get rid of this big music sign. I'll do if you are artists out there, and this is something I'm gonna do because there's not a bunch of these left, right? If you're an artist out there and you want to be on this wall, send me a free, because I'm not gonna pay for it, not to put it on the wall. Send me a CD, and it needs to have the artwork and it would be, something on the CD, got to be professionally printed, not Sharpie. I will put together one of these for the wall for you. If not, these gonna be Dirty Dozens. When it's all said and done, these gonna be Dirty Dozen CDs. Okay. All right. So that's just out if you want to get out there, free promo. Because I'm not gonna change it. Rich Regal, fat ass is gonna be looking on my shoulder for the next 12 months. My granddaughter's like, what is that on his body? I was like, tattoos. She said, but that one says white boy. I'm like, yeah, it do.
But that's him.
That's him. Shout out to Rich Regal, man. Rich Regal definitely got a lot of dope stuff coming out. Art, music, clothing, white trash mofo. Definitely rock with the guy.
Oh, and speaking of new stuff for us, we got added to Facebook for our podcast network. So anybody that's on Facebook has to be app only. You cannot do it from the desktop. So if you want to listen to our podcast on Facebook, go to our Facebook page. You'll see a tab on there, and you'll be able to stream it from there.
Growth. It's all about growth in 2022. I'm going to say 2021. All right, so now y'all know what we do right here on the Country Rap Report. We are known for giving y'all the truth, giving y'all our true opinions, our expertise when it comes down to the country rap videos. Now, each and every video we talk about, we say this each and every episode, and we'll continue to say it each and every episode. Each episode, we're probably going to give you one or two artists that you might not consider a country rap artist, but there are artists that we feel like you, as a fan of the genre, might be overlooking or might appreciate. So you don't have to sit back with your expert opinion and say, Spank and Vic don't know what they're talking about. That ain't no country rap artist. We told you at the beginning. We know every artist that we talk about ain't a country rap artist, but there's someone you as a country rap connoisseur might appreciate. Okay? All right. So bear with us. Rock with us. And again, appreciate everybody that rocked with us in 2021 and for everybody that kept up in 2021, season 1 on YouTube, because we put all the videos in one big folder, Country Rap Tunes, season 1. We have officially started Country Rap Tunes, season 2.
Yes.
So right now, these videos we're reviewing, the Broadway Girls videos.
And the award show.
No, I'm just doing the actual videos.
Okay.
Just the videos that we review, because people want to see the videos.
I got you.
But season 1 had 379 videos.
And that was with us starting with 3 videos at first.
And you know what's funny? There might be some that's missing because when we first started doing it, I wasn't putting them on the playlist.
Right.
And I was like, man, I am not going back to double check every episode against the videos.
Well, they're definitely on the website, though, for sure.
So 379 videos, Country Rap Tunes, season 1. Season 2, let's get it. All right, ladies and boys, girls, first video of the season.
Hold on. I need to give them a quick recap. Because for season 2, I'm doing a little something different.
Okay.
This year, I am doing a scale. I'm going to rate you guys. Because a lot of y'all have been asking for off the record reviews. And I'm like, I ain't gonna do that because I'm not gonna listen to your shit off the record. I listen to this music for this purpose, for Country Rap Report. So I got a scale that I'm gonna give all of y'all. This is the sugar to shit scale. It goes from 10 to 1. You want 10. You don't want 1. Now, everybody's gonna start at a 5 just for the effort. But it is up to you and the effort that you put in if you're gonna start getting negatives or you're gonna start getting pluses. The pluses are good, the negatives are bad. And we have had very few that have gotten negatives through the times that we've been reviewing. And I think y'all know who they were because we called the reviews hot garbage or what are you doing or whatever it is. Those few people, some of them have even deleted their videos from YouTube. That wasn't our intent. We just wanted them to come with better effort. But everybody starts out as a 5 and you're going to get rated on the video and you're going to get rated on the song. So the most you can get is a 20. The least you are going to get if you just put the shit out and you just did bare minimum is a 10. If it's trash, you're going to go up under that. So that is my scale that I'm going to do. And we are going to debut it today in this episode. And I'm going to try my best to do it going forward.
All right, no doubt. So let's get into it. First video is Knuckles And the name of this joint is Stars and Stripes. All right. First thing I got to say is this video was directed by Scholar Kid. And that's something else I'm going to definitely do this year. I'm going to make a list for our video director of the year, because there are a lot of videos that I know that we're going to be reviewing, and we're going to see those directors' names pop up quite often. That way, the category, because it was the smallest category during the award show.
Yeah, because those were the three that we remembered. Yeah, because of their body of work.
All right, this video was directed by Scholar Kid. All right, the first thing I noticed is, number one, great marketing. Great marketing in this video, because Knuckles, I need a red knuck if you buck shirt. I really like that slogan, red knuck if you buck. I thought it was very dope. All right, now this is a patriotic type of record. By the name Stars and Stripes, it should tell you it's a patriotic record. I really like the hook. It's like a little
Knuckles ain't a patriot rapper though, is
no, Knuckles is not necessarily a patriot rapper, but he had a father who done service for the country. So I felt like this is a very fitting record for him to touch on.
Gotcha.
All right. The hook on this record I really liked. It kind of I don't remember the words, but that was like the melody of it, and I really liked it. It made me feel patriotic. It made me, when the hook was on, like it made me want
to. Right.
So when it comes to the patriotism, the concept of the record and the hook, I was right there. And I've said since the first time we ever reviewed Knuckles, Knuckles is a very astute lyricist. He's like dope. He puts his words together very, very well. And in this video, he didn't sway from that. The only thing that I would have improved about it, because I did like the verses, was he mentioned his father. I would have liked him talk more in detail about his father's service. Because his father died for the country, and it would have been dope to dedicate a record. A verse to his father and his father's situation.
Okay.
All right. In the background of this record, there was a chant of "Yo, I say."
Right.
It made me feel like I was at a wrestling match. I could have done without that. It made me feel like I was watching Magnum TA versus Nikita Koloff. For all my wrestling fans out there. That just like, yo.
It went way over my head right there.
That stuck in my head so much, it almost made me forget the lyricism. Okay. Now, also, I did like the scenery because it showed Knuckles in front of a patriotic statue, and we all know the controversial situation with some of these patriotic statues. Some people want to remove, some people want them to stay. But I like the fact that Knuckles did take the opportunity to, get a scene in front of one of the statues. And the super, super nice truck he performed in front of as well. I only had one question.
I didn't like the scenery.
You didn't like the scenery?
Mm-mm.
You thought it could have been better for a patriotic record?
I think it wasn't the content of the scenery. I just didn't like the way that the video was constructed. It seemed like it was impromptu. Like, hey, there's a cemetery. Let's go pull out the camera. All right, start shooting. Like it didn't seem like it was scripted, or it came with some sort of, what do we call those things? When the videographer sends us something, I can't remember. It's just not even on the tip of my. It's here, but it ain't falling out my mouth. Like a treatment. A treatment, yeah.
It didn't have a treatment.
Right. It didn't have any type of treatment. It was just something that was random as fuck. So I didn't like that part of it. But what was shown in the video was nice. It just felt like the quality wasn't there.
The one thing I did have a question was, they done a scene in front of a Nissan dealership.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, should I go buy a car?
That might be Knuckles' part-time job, right? Like trying to.
Well, I think somewhere on the screen he should have put sponsored by.
Right.
No, that's all. It's just it threw me off, and the scene, and the truck scene, the Nissan scene. It seemed like the cameraman might have shot that from low, because they seemed to stream be higher up.
Right.
So, but other than that, I did like the song. I did like the song. I do like the patriotism in it. The USA part kind of got annoying to me throughout. And I would have loved, because Knuckles is such a dope lyricist, I would have loved to hear one more verse, because he only gave us 2 verses. I would have loved to have heard a 3rd verse about his father.
Well, these are my negatives. And speaking about the verses, it felt like the verses weren't even. It felt like they were, what did I say? It was weirdly constructed. The song seemed a little choppy. It was like more hook and bridge. That dun, 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 that part, it just seemed longer than the actual verses. So I don't know if he did it on purpose or if maybe my counting was off. Or maybe the hook was so good that it overshadowed the verses. I'm not sure, but I did like the beat, and I like the sample that was that they used in the song. But I think, based off of what I said earlier about the video and the quality, I think the song is better than the video. I think the video probably could have been an in-studio song or in-studio shoot, and you would have been able to convey the same message that you did. But this was just more of a BTS role type of video, and it didn't do the song justice. So in my ratings, I gave the video a 6.5, and I gave the song a 7.5. So he has a total of 14 points. Not a bad effort for Knuckles, but I think based on his lyrical ability, the video work needs to catch up to him now. So I think we did one of his reviews, and he was doing a song about addiction, which was perfect. They did a treatment, proper sequences, proper angles, all of that stuff. Like, we need to stay on that level if you're going to continue to do this, in my opinion.
All right, now I also said, and I've done this a lot last season, but I'm gonna try to do it every video this season. I'm gonna make sure y'all know these people Instagram. That way y'all can follow them. All right, and if you do follow them, if you're not already following them, tell them you heard about them on the Country Rap Report. That'll be great. Tag us if you want to. Make sure you follow Knuckles at Knuckles Rap. Knuckles Rap over on IG. And also, man, you can also hit up his hype man, Red Dirt Rickert appears in the video alongside Knuckles. Red Dirt Rickert. You can follow him at Red Dirt Rickert 580 on Instagram. My man's got a brand new page. He's on there. Let's get him up to 200.
Gotcha.
Let's get him up to 200. All right. But shouts out to my guy Knuckles. Shouts out to Red Dirt Rickert. Say that 5 times.
No, don't. Red Dirt Rickert.
And definitely shout out to Oklahoma, man, because Knuckles is definitely representing that Oklahoma.
Oh yeah. Oh, this was the artist that I said had this on in the video. So you can peep it as soon as it comes on.
He actually had on White Trash Mofo necklace in the video. So, and I think they got a good relationship. They've done some shows together, whatever the case may be. All right. Next video up is Mr. Kendall Tucker. And the name of this video is Into These Arms, and it features Rick Lynn. Now, y'all might have heard us review Rick Lynn before because he had another record with Kendall Tucker, and he also had a record with Burden.
Yep. Okay,
now, this video, normally I always say these videos that are like BTS videos, concert footage videos, I'm never really a fan of them. But to me, this one was put together very, very well. That was put together very well. It was like really synced well. You know, it shows him like traveling to the show. It shows scenes of him in the hotel, and it shows footage of him on stage. It actually seemed like everything was shot with the same camera. Maybe that's what throws me off a lot of times when I watch these videos, because sometimes the footage looks different. It don't look like it was shot with the same camera. This one seems like it was shot from the same camera. Kendall Tucker has a very simple, old school type flow. I think it's very fitting for the older generation of country rap, or the people who don't want to feel like it's so rappy. Because it's definitely rap, but it has a feel to it that a true country music lover would like. And that's what I actually like about Kendall Tucker and when he teams up with Rick Lynn. I haven't heard a chance to hear him alone, but when I hear their music together, I can hear it breaking through on country radio without them taking Kendall Tucker's verses off of it. It sounds very country, very traditional. The flow is very traditional. It's just not going to make a person who doesn't like rap be offended. Because, you know, a lot of people who don't like rap will get offended just because they hear you rapping. You could be rapping about Jesus.
You're right.
So I actually like Kendall Tucker. I like what he brings to the table. To me, not to compare, but Kendall Tucker and Rick Lynn together make me think of New Breed and Jesse Howard, but more commercial.
Okay.
So that's my take on you know, Into These Arms. I thought it was a very, very cool record. I really liked it. I had nothing negative to say because, like I said, it made me change my perspective on these videos, these BTS videos.
Okay. First of all, I enjoyed the guitar solo. It was pretty decent. And I like both of their vocals. Kendall's. I don't know if they're singing together on the hook or not. I know that they were singing together in the live footage. So it might have been just him accompanying him on stage. But the vocals were done right, audibly for whoever recorded it. The video, but my issue, and this is the negative, the video shows the life of traveling musicians. And for those of us who have experienced tour life, you know, sometimes you're sleeping in vans, sometimes you're sleeping in motels, sometimes you're sleeping in a hotel, sometimes you're doing Airbnbs. It's venue to venue, you know, but we never got any closure of either one of them going back into whoever's arms, whether it's their wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, kids, whatever that is. Like, I would like just to have liked to seen some sort of closure. But it was seemed like it was a day in the life or a couple of days in the life of these guys as they're doing musician work. So I respect that. The song, this too was also constructed very different. And you notice it from the very first time that you hear him start rapping. The verse was like 2 bars and then it went straight into the hook. And then the next verse, I know it wasn't 2, but it wasn't 8. It was just real weirdly constructed with the length of the bars. And I don't know if they were just doing the rapping just to say that, okay, I can rap and I'm going to do it. And here it is. But it felt weird for me, even though I liked the song, I liked the beats, I liked everything about it. It's just the construction of it was just a little weird. But that said, you know, I gave the video an 8 because it never showed closure. Had they shown closure, it may have been a 10, possibly, just to close the story out. Because, you know, when you're doing, these are visual depictions of songs. So that either the video needs to depict what the song is about completely, or you need to tell a completely different story. And stories are from beginning, middle, and ending. And we didn't get an ending in this. And I gave the song also an 8, only because the bars were short. If the song was constructed the way that it could have or should have been with 8 bars hook, or 12 bars hook, or even 10 bars and a pre-hook, something along that. But that's just the old school in me and the format of music in me, music study in me, just wanting some sort of conformity to it. And I didn't get any of that in the song. And I'm not ragging the song. I'm ragging the construction of the song. And that's more on the producer side of it. But everything else, you know, the instrumentation was right, the vocals were right, nobody was off pitch. It was still a good song. So total, they got 16 points. They could have been a whole lot better, but it was a whole lot of minute stuff that they would have had to have tweaked for it to get to that point. But I like the song still.
All right. Do you feel like this type of country rap can break through the mainstream radio?
Yeah, this one's safe. I think this one, you compare them to the other group, but they're like night and day. Like the level of professionalism done in this work is probably 10 times better than the other group that you mentioned. The beats are better. The production level is better. The vocals are there. This dude is mixed right. He's right where he's supposed to be octavely. It's radio ready for this? That is the question. Like, or is this one of their ways? And I think we might have mentioned this before. Is this a way for them to sneak in with radio? Because you got a safe singer, and then he's just throwing moderate bars out there, and then that, you know, it's right back to the hook. Like, if this is the way that we need to do it, so we can implement radio in some sort of way, then I wouldn't be mad at this.
All right, no doubt. For those who want to follow Mr. Kendall Tucker, you can follow him at Kendall Tucker Music on IG. And that's KENDALL Tucker Music on IG. And Rick Lynn, you can find Rick Lynn at Rick_Lynn_music_. And all right, funny thing is, like, even with Rick Lynn, sometimes I wonder, or a lot of artists in the genre, are they late to the internet party? Rick Lynn doesn't have 2,000 followers, but he's featured with Burden. He's featured on other music with Kendall Tucker. So a lot of times,
he might not be active. Like some people just might not care. It's just might not be their thing.
And like Rick Lynn has a joint with Marine Rapper. Like he's definitely been putting in the work. He's definitely been putting in the work. Maybe you're right. Maybe they just don't be on the Instagram on the internet like that.
Well, if they want their career to survive, though, somebody's gonna have to take that over for them. Like if you can't do it, fam, you cannot survive as a musician without social media presence.
Most definitely, you
get somebody else to do it.
Do you think? Now, a lot of times I wonder, people in the genre, right?
Right.
People in the genre. I wonder how often these guys still have jobs? Like,
I don't know. It depends on what the tour life is like. Because these guys, if this was looking right, and I would assume they're getting at least a stack or two a show, that's 2 weeks, worth of work for most folks, most normal people that, I don't know. This isn't, I don't see them being, I'm not trying to count their pockets. That's probably wrong. For them to make it make sense and for you to be waiting to get back into whoever's arms, hopefully you're making enough money to where you are being able to provide for your family back at home, do what you love doing on a daily basis, and still have enough revenue to play around with, just some play money. Somebody can go, restore cars and shit like you want to do, that type of thing. Like, what type of money does that look like? I don't know.
Right. All right. Next video of the episode is by the gentleman who won Album of the Year and Male Artist of the Year.
The Male Artist of the Year. Yep.
Mr. Big Poe. And the name of this joint is Gasoline. First thing I got to say is beat was made by Bobby Briscoe, a gentleman who we did not have in the Producer of the Year category, but actually had a lot of beats on a lot of country rap artists stuff. But shouts out to Bobby Briscoe. Also, Big Poe to me is one of those artists who I know could survive in regular hip hop.
You think so?
I think Big Poe lyrically could survive in traditional hip hop. I think his music is so borderline when it comes to subject matter, content, the way he put his rhymes together. He's definitely astute when it comes to what I feel like the genre of hip hop is. He's a student of hip hop. I
agree with that part, but I don't think I don't think so.
But what I mean by that is, I feel like if we played Big Poe music on traditional radio, there would be people that would gravitate to it.
They would until they found out he was white.
Right. But we know that's a lot of this. That's a lot of artists over here.
Right.
And we know that is one of the things that have actually strengthened country rap, but kept it away from mainstream radio.
And then there are some like Broadnax, who we talked about earlier. When you heard him and then you find out he was white, you would be like, oh shit, I'm even more of a fan now. I don't know. It's just a different type of mentality. If you're too country, then core hip hop is going to shun away from you. And then you definitely got an in with country rap. But if you country and hood or country and southern, I don't know. This is a weird topic because this is a very weird line that you have to walk for core hip hop to accept you and be white and rapping. Eminem does it, but he does it because he can out rap all of you anyway. So it doesn't matter what the fuck you got to say about him. He's the GOAT. I don't know. It's a never ending topic. Church would out rap most folks in core hip hop, but Church has a very strong personality, and most folks over there probably would not gravitate towards him. Right. So he will be off-putting towards them, not so much the other way around. But talent-wise, he's still right up there with probably top 50. Real easy top 50. No debating top 50. It's weird, brother. I mean, but that would be a topic for a whole nother show. Yeah. And then we'll probably spend an hour debating on what it is and what it ain't and how it needs to be done.
All right, now the one I really like this video because it's just a simple shot. I'm gonna say simple shot, sort of. All right, because this video is shot basically Big Poe in a trailer, one of the small joints, one of the pull-along joints. You know, you got Big Poe rapping in front of you. You got Big Poe rapping out the window. You see Big Poe walking to the gas station to get a gas can full of gas. He comes back. He dashes the trailer all around it, and he ignites that bitch. He said it. He sets it on fire.
Right.
It's the name gasoline.
Right.
I actually like that concept, and I wanted to know where they allowed them to burn this trailer without the fire department coming out. But I did, because this appeared, and I could be wrong because there's a lot of stuff you can do with computers, but this seemed real.
Oh no, it was real. It looked real. There was, you can see when the drone footage, there was even grass around it that had burnt probably for like another 10, 20 feet. So I don't know how they put it out. Maybe they just had a bunch of garden hoses and shit to start to dose it, but it was on fire.
So, you know, some time and energy was definitely put in this video to make it real and authentic. I feel like the video actually matched the song.
Yes, it
Lyrically,
did.
I like what Poe did. I love the energy he brought, and I really love when Poe did the stanky leg. He only done it real good in the right leg, like I do. He didn't bring it to the left because, like me, it looks funny when I come to the left side, but I'm a stanky leg you to death on the right side. I really like the energy he brought. The song, like I said, if I heard this song on traditional radio, I'd be like, oh, that's a dope new artist. That's nice. So,
right.
Big Poe, I definitely was rocking with this.
Now, if we, okay, let me go back to what you said earlier. If Catfish was an introduction to core hip hop for Poe, I think that he would be in all day. But if Gasoline is somebody's introduction from core hip hop to Poe, they'd be like, man, I ain't rocking with this. And I know there's two different flows, two different styles, but I think he can pull off the whole pull off Catfish with core hip hop more so than this because of the feel. Because we've been missing that old Outkast, Goody Mob type vibe for a decade. You know, we might get it sporadically here and there. Nappy Roots might throw something out, be eclectic, just from weird stuff. But I think that would probably be his only way that he would get in, but he would have to be consistent with that. Now about this video, Poe, you almost got a perfect score. Almost. This is what held you back. One, Mossy Creek. You see Mossy Creek first 10 seconds in the video. You don't own Mossy Creek, fam. But you quickly switch from Mossy Creek over to the Gasoline merch. So the Mossy Creek, I ain't gonna hit you over the hand too hard about that. You know, I'll tap you and say, hey, don't do that. Don't be promoting other folks' shit. You knew that, so you quickly moved on to the Gasoline pullover. Fine. All right. The video sequencing issues in here that probably did you in. And this is all on the video side because the song on the audio side is perfect. The vocals was mixed right. The beat drops was perfect. There was some DJ scratching effects that were in there, all of that stuff. Audibly, this is a perfect song. There's nothing wrong with it. And I think that was my biggest issue with every time we reviewed you last year was, where's this mixing? Where's this mixing? Okay, he heard it and he fixed it, and now it's not that. Now we got to stay on path with the production of the video. The video sequencing. I hated the orange video effect, and I didn't like the graphics that was superimposed on the windows. But when the sequencing is just a line of events of, okay, I'm walking up the street, and then my next scene shows me turning to the right, and then the next scene it looked like I turned to the left. Like they got to make sense. So in your sequencing errors are the trailer was on fire, then it's not on fire, then it's back on fire, then it's not on fire. Like those were issues, minor issues. Again, this is your score, not anybody else's. So this is me nitpicking what it is. But aside from that, and whoever did the production, who you said did the producer? Bobby Briscoe. Bobby Briscoe. Shout out on the Lynn Collins sample. Now he did the think about it. I think that's the name of it. But it's the sample. Is more known being used by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It Takes Two. That little shout out in there. But originally it came from Lynn Collins. That is the old DJ and producer in me that knows this nerd type stuff. But it's some hip hop history. One of those, this is where the sample came from type of things. But don't work on the record. This gave me a really, really old school feel, old school vibe with modern production, and I really appreciate that. But overall, I gave this video, I gave the video side of it 8.5. I gave the audio side of it a 10. So overall, you got 18.5 score. This was a very good effort, very good first effort from that we are going to throw out there for poll for 2022. I am looking forward to seeing what else you're going to bring for the year.
No doubt, no doubt. Everybody out there, make sure you follow Big Poe at Big Poe Music. Big Poe Music. Everything is spelled the way it said. Let me find Bobby Briscoe. Let me see if Bobby's on here. Let me find Bobby. Because he definitely, I feel really bad that but it's Bobby Briscoe Beats. Bobby Briscoe Beats. All right. He's produced ooh. 3 heavy hitters in his tagline. Big Poe, Big Murph, and another okay MC from the booth.
Don't go there. Don't do that.
No, I'm just joking. And Broadneck. And Broadneck. So definitely shout out to Bobby Briscoe, man, for real. All right. Shout out to Poe. Artist of the year, album of the year. Y'all
male artist.
Of the year.
Next year we should do overall artist, just overall artist of the year. Not male or female.
I think the same person will win one or the other.
So possibly.
How can you possibly be the artist of the year but not be the male or female?
Well, let the overall artist of the year just be fan write-ins. Well, that might be a problem because they don't spell well. Because they spelled Burton 20 different ways. So yeah, we'll figure it out. But we'll figure it out.
You're fans, Burton. You're fans. All right, man. Last video of the day is by Mr. Tom MacDonald. And
let me go first one on this one.
All right, the name of this joint is Balloons.
Let me read a few lines on this. This is a nightmare. Never expected the fame. Missed the days when no one knew my name. Working 20-hour days. Can't even lie to y'all, I'm burnt out. Now, this is all within the first verse. I don't know who this is to all the rappers that are out there. Hear me out. Tom MacDonald is lyrically one of the dopest MCs we've ever had with a pen. He ain't the greatest producer. So, but I mean, I know he makes his own beats and stuff, but bruh, they ain't the greatest. But we're talking about your lyrical talent. No, we're talking about you as a musician. Tom is dealing with the stress of fame right now. And I don't know if it's been building up and he just finally put it to pen and he gave us this work and now it is out here for us to review and listen to and enjoy. But the pain in this song is real. The cry for help in this song is as accurate as you can ever hear from a musician. And I've heard these same words from other artists, but these same artists also pull that back and they put a different face on because they have to go out and be in the public eye and they don't want to appear weak. They don't want to appear emotional. They don't want to appear ungrateful to their fans. They don't want to appear like the pressure and stress of them being famous is weighing too much on them. Okay, there isn't a lot of therapy out here for us. And I'm talking about us that are in music. I don't know where you get help from, Tom. I don't know if even Nova would be the person to talk to because she's just as famous and just as skilled as you are. My concern is, are we about to not see any more Tom MacDonald? I don't want this cry for help to be a suicide letter or a point to where he's ODing on some shit, because this is when I heard this, I felt like I was hearing Kurt Cobain talk to me. I felt like I was hearing Robin Williams say his last words. Like I felt the pressure of somebody dealing with all of this and putting it on their shoulder and now realizing I got to continue to put on this facade for the rest of my life if I want to continue to make money. Do I really want to do that? You know, so I don't know who's around you, bro. Hangover gang, wherever y'all are, lift him up. Don't tear him down. try to be there and support. Try to help him in this time so we can continue to have more bodies of work from Tom MacDonald, because the dude's a genius. Nova depicts every piece of those lyrics perfectly. Like, I just don't want to not see him. I don't want to look up on the news and be like, well, Tom MacDonald today, blah, 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 something negative. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I feel like it's coming because this right here spoke to me in such a emotionally torn way that he is on the verge, and that saddens me.
My take from the video, first of all, I'm gonna tell you my opinion of the video, and then I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay.
All right, my opinion of the video. I agree with what you're saying. Like, there's a scene where he's on the cliff on some "Don't push me because I'm close to the edge." That
was very symbolic. He's on the verge.
You know, he's on the cliff. That scene was dope, and the way Nova made that look like he was actually on a cliff was very, very real. She is the bomb. I know she spends a lot of time working on Tom's stuff, but some of y'all need to employ Nova if she is willing to do videos for other people, because she always has him on point. The cliff scene really hooked me in. Like I said, you're right. The song is about the stress of the industry, possibly not wanting to stay in it. You know, I get that on every single verse. The first verse is about the industry. The second verse was about the pressures of the internet. And that's another pressure that 10 years ago artists didn't have. They didn't have people critiquing their every move via social media. So that can add an element of stress or affect your mental health.
And on top of that, and to that point with the social media, and I've said it to you, cut the comments off. Like, fuck what they got to say. Like, for your mental health, for your stability, for your peace, don't even allow that shit to come to you. Because you know it's going to be out. You know, Tom, that it is out there because, one, you're white and rapping. Two, you're white and rapping with tattoos on your face. Like, there's no way that you're going to not get any of the negative, stereotypical bullshit that comes out there for folks that look like you, much less doing the type of work that you are doing. So cut the and I know it's going to affect your algorithm just a little bit, but to hell with the algorithm. Protect your peace, bro. Cut it off. Cut all of that shit up. You might even need to take a break. Like, take 3-4 months off, just focusing on you. Go to some beach somewhere and just chill. But I don't. This is it can and will be, and it sounds like it has gotten too much for you.
Okay. Also, back to Nova. You know, I talked about the on the cliff scene. I love there's a dark mic scene where he's rapping in front of the mic. I thought that was dope.
Yes.
I thought that was dope. But what I thought was a work of genius was the balloons.
Right.
Had the Tom MacDonald ski mask on.
Right.
And just for all y'all hip hop fans, there's a rapper from Memphis, Tennessee called Tom Ski Mask. Y'all look that up. Y'all ain't gonna get that on no other goddamn show. But and Tom MacDonald might not know that, but literally he has Tom Ski Mask. But me playing devil's advocate. Oh, and I also felt like out of all the music I've heard in the past year, this was the best hook I heard from a Tom MacDonald song.
The best hook?
Yes, I really enjoyed this hook. I like this hook.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. I can. It's up there. I was more involved in the emotion, in the emotes that he was putting in than the lyrics. Because after the first verse, and then I listened to the whole thing, I was like, bro, you are. I see the flag. He's waving it for us. Hopefully, the right people are paying attention. Okay, now time for me to play devil's advocate. Oh, and I did not rate this because this isn't country rap. Tom MacDonald is a friend of country rap.
So if you're a friend, you don't get a rating? I'm not going to rate him because it wouldn't be just due to the people that are in it, because Tom MacDonald is better than everybody over here in country rap. So I can't rate him. Oh, there are people that will argue with you in country rap. Let them argue. They can argue with their mama, but let them. I'll listen. But Tom, there's nobody over here that has Nova. And Tom is lyrically right there with Church and Broadnax for me. So, but because he has Nova, he beats those other two because he's got a built-in A+ videographer at his disposal. That nobody can do that. She does cinematography. She does movie level work. No one's beating that. Not even Ghost or Drake. Not even close. Drake
Drake tries, and Drake, and coincidentally, I voted for Drake for Video of the Year because Drake has worked with much less material than Ghost. Like the shit that Drake is working with would be badly produced shit, and he's making it look like a fucking movie. And Ghost is working with the Mako machine, so he kind of got a cheat codes, if you want to call it that, but FYI. But yeah, I'll stand by that. Tom is the best. Tom is probably the second best white rapper out there, behind Eminem.
You stand behind that?
I stand behind that 1,000%.
All right, man. That was there's some people out there might be mad about those comments.
Let them be mad. It's my comment. It's my opinion. You know, we can debate. All right. What's your devil's advocate? What are we talking about?
Okay. Me hearing Tom and when he raps about his subject matter and his content.
Right.
I can hear on one, and this is just me for sake of. This is something I wouldn't want to be wrong about. But part of me feels like, is Tom at a point lyrically that he knows how to evoke our emotions by rapping about this type of thing? He's
been that way.
Did Tom not know, once I got into the game, being as dope as I am, getting better and better with each offering is going to bring more fame? Isn't this somewhat the price of fame?
It is.
Couldn't Tom have went and got a job packing boxes and not have to deal with any of this?
No, that's different, bro. It's a completely different. One, like I said, him being white and rapping is one thing. Him being white and rapping with tattoos on his face.
Okay, how about that?
You can just say white and tattoos. There's certain stigmas that's going to come with that. But there are celebrities. I mean, I'll use Black. Well, 6 Black. I'll use him as an example. 6 Black has a normal life, but he's just as popular, if not, and making more money than Tom MacDonald. But he is.
Why do you call this man 6 Black?
Because that's how people. I can't say black because then they can be like, "Who's black?" I need to say 6 Black so they know what I'm talking about because that's how you write it. So as you see the guy, you're like, okay, it's a normal black dude. You know, but the dude is probably one of the top writers in the game, rapping and singing. One of the most sought after features in the game, but he protects his peace. He only works with certain people. He only puts out projects that are true to him and his integrity and his emotions, the way he wants to convey it, and puts it out to the people. He doesn't compromise any of that. Tom doesn't either. Tom's fan base is different. 6 Blacks isolates himself from those folks that are going to come after him and break his peace. Tom doesn't. Tom incites those people. Tom rallies those people because in one song he's talking about how he's tired of fame. The one prior to this he's talking about politics and wokeness and all this other stuff. Like you can't have both, fam. Like as more you want to be woke, fine, but you cannot go back to sleep. Once you up, you up. You know, and you done woke everybody else up. So this is your army. These are your people that you have rallied. Now you got to deal with that.
I just kind of feel like, that, again, devil's advocate, not me taking away from Tom, just me offering a different perspective. Could he just be rapping about this to make us feel this way? Is he really depressed?
I don't think so. If he is, then he did a great job of conveying his emotions. But I don't think so. You can be depressed and rich. I just think it's the burden of having to maintain it. That's the stress. And then because you up there and you got all these lights on you and shit, and it's too hot. That's not the issue. So the issue is.
What about the burden of maintaining being broke?
That's real easy. You just get a fucking job, or elevate those jobs, and there's no excuse for that. Not in this day and age. You can make money all kinds of ways. Especially, you can get on all kinds of mediums, and you can poke your teleworker out and just make a couple dollars. There's no reason for you to be broke at all if you are able-bodied and able-minded. But he's in a different stratosphere. It's a different tax bracket. So it's just maintaining that. And if you don't want to maintain it, then get out of it or protect your peace, take times off and do it in pockets. That is the normal routine for most musicians. You put out a project, promote that project, tour, et cetera, break time. That break might be shit, it's been, for Sade, it's been 10 years. I mean, for Prince, it never a break when he was the symbol. It was album after album after album after album, just because he had a message to convey. You know, for Michael Jackson, it was like a year or two in between projects, based on whatever tour level he was doing. Like, if you need to take a break to protect your peace, then do so. But I felt that this was authentic, and I felt like this was a cry for help. I felt like this was him saying, I'm on the verge of breaking down mentally, spiritually, emotionally, like all of that shit, and I need help, and I don't know how to get out of it.
I mean, I don't disagree. Just want to play a little devil's advocate. But definitely shouts out to Tom. He never falls off.
Never.
And the funny thing is, when he did last year make a song, even for us, that didn't touch on any of these subject matters, whether it was being woke, whether it was the pressure of the industry, when he did make a song, and I can't remember the name of the song, but you definitely weighed on it more than any of his other records. And in the comments, it was a song that he kind of bragged about his lyrical skills.
Oh, Don't Look Down.
Don't Look Down.
Yeah, that pissed me off. That was very, very, very egotistical.
Okay, so you people want Tom to rap about this shit.
Right. He built this, he created this. This is me now playing the devil's advocate. This is the shit that you made, fam. This is your bed. Like, you either enjoy it and lay in it and roll around with it, or make another bed. Like, take some time off and go be a label exec and use some of that creativity and give it to somebody else. And now you're multiplying the revenue, because you could just drop one album a year, and then whoever you sign or whoever you bring in, or whatever Padawan that you want to train to be the next Jedi, you can fix them, and now you're multiplying the revenue. Like, but don't leave us. Like, you are too great of an MC to take yourself off of the board. We need Tom MacDonald.
Well, Tom did take some time off towards the end of the year. And I think he'll be dropping a video Friday.
Oh, damn.
His first offering of the year. And the funny thing is,
he makes the money off the views alone as revenue. I would not. If you're going to take some time of, put a block in, record everything that you got to do, shoot everything that you got to do, and then sit before you put it all out. That way you can rechannel and refocus.
You know what I like about Tom, especially, because I'm about to let everybody know about his social media.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that Tom shouts out other artists who got music out or that are working. I like that. Whether paid for or not, I don't know. But he definitely shouts out and plugs other artists. And most of those artists are definitely in the conscious sphere of things. Okay. So I like that about him. Again, I don't know if they pay him for it, if they don't, regardless. The fact that he mentions other artists on his timeline, not his story, but his timeline, I think is very noble of him. Cool. Also, man, if everybody who's not following Tom MacDonald over on the IG, you can definitely find him at Hangover Gang. That's Hangover Gang. A man has a check. And I'm shocked that Tom has not hit 1 million.
He's probably been banned or two, once or twice. That'd be my guess. I'm sure. And he's very controversial. And if you want to follow his other half, you can follow Miss Nova Rockefeller on Instagram as well, at Nova Rockefeller. We need some music. Need music from Nova. Yeah, she's a rapper, producer, artist, writer, director of photography, and she be rocking with Fashion Nova. I was shocked. And when we talked about the plays on Spotify, right? Nova had 21 million streams last year. What's she streaming? She made a record in 2 years. It don't matter. People listen to the old stuff. She had 21.8 million streams in 2021. That's good shit. This me counting pockets again. How much you said? 21 million? 21.8. 21. That's $88,000 just off of streams.
Just off Spotify.
Just off Spotify.
So her and Tom are doing okay.
Yeah, I think you're doing just fine. Yeah.
They ain't worried about nothing nobody got to say.
I wouldn't either. So whatever that pressure you feeling, fam, talk to your accountant first. Let there be your therapist. He'll help calm some of that down.
Yeah, you ain't got no broke man problems over there.
Mm-mm.
All right, before we get up out of here, man, it's time for our project shout out. And this goes out to Miss Jane Wick. All right. Jane Wick released a project last year, towards the middle of the year. I can give y'all the actual date. Jane Wick released a project November. Actually, it was beginning of the year, January 9th, 2021. And it was called Ascension. All right, Ascension. I don't know why I can't say that word. It had 6 songs. It was only 17 minutes, but I really, really liked the project because it was very reflective. She talked about a lot of things that went on in her life, but she didn't really talk about the situation that's going on now, but that's cool.
And for those of y'all that don't know, we did an interview with Jane Wick that came out before this episode. So it'll be the episode right before this one if you want to go back and check her out and see what's going on with her.
She's on vacation.
Yeah.
She's at Camp Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, she had to go sit down for a minute.
12 and 13 months. I feel like we'll probably see Jane Wick in 8.
Okay, cool.
Ain't nobody doing that whole time no more.
Not with COVID out there.
Yeah, ain't nobody. We might see Jane Wick by summertime. But shout out to Jane Wick, man. This is a nice little EP. Like I said, it had 6 songs. Some of my favorite cuts was Beat Down Your Block. I also liked Faithful, and I like Battles. Those songs are really emotional and touching to me. Beat Down Your Block was like a party record, which was the intro to Jane Wick. But I like that record because it showed her doing something different from the traditional country rap. So when you get a chance, check it out. Run those streams up while she's sitting down. Let her know we're still thinking about it.
Right.
All right. Gonna recap real quick, man. We started the entire show with my man Knuckles with Stars and Stripes. We had Kendall Tucker featuring Rick Lynn with Into These Arms, Big Poe with Gasoline, and Tom MacDonald with Balloons. Tom, don't let your balloons burst, sir.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Don't let your balloon burst. And Tom, I don't know if you watched the show or if any of your fans ever tell you about the show, but I would do. I would pay good money for one of those balloons, but I know it's not going to stay up long. But I don't know. Now that I think about it, like it's gonna. If I get it, what the hell? But I just thought it was so creative, man. Maybe I need a Tom ski. Maybe I need a Tom ski mask.
Autograph. Some sort of way. Yeah.
Tom, show you boys some love. Show us some love, Tom. We reviewed a bunch of your shit.
Yeah.
For real. All right, man. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Oh, no. We still need submissions for the Dirty Dozen. I think we only have 5 people. I still want 12 people. At least 12 people.
We have all the beats. I just was reached. Homeboy just reached out to me and wanted to submit beats.
Oh no, I'm slowly going through beats. I'm waiting on the Sam Peezy to send me a pack, Ham Squad to send me a pack, and MPC Cartel. I want to get some of the guys that are over in core hip hop before I come back around, because Cannon Banyan, all of his beats, Cannon Banyan, he sent us 3, and we're definitely going to use those for sure.
Okay, all right. Dirty Dozen is coming really, really soon.
Like April-ish. I don't want to do 4 a year. I want to do 3.
I'm with it.
And
it takes a while to build it and time to promote it. So
yeah, man, it's a lot, and I got a whole lot of other stuff that's not music related that's on my plate, and I'm trying not to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, you gotta take care of your mental health.
Protect your peace. They're right.
Take care of your mental health. Don't let hey man, because the one thing about working, you're dealing with other personalities. No matter what, they're going to bring you some form of stress.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like my guy say, protect your peace.
Yeah.
Be careful. Love yourself. And don't put too much pressure on yourself. Life is supposed to be fun. I'm not gonna say it's supposed to be easy, because there are things that come along in life that's not easy. But try to enjoy it. My granddad used to tell me, try to find one piece of happiness a day. even if it's for a minute. If it's smoking a blunt, drinking a beer, hitting your old lady, whatever it is, find a moment of peace once every 24 hours, and it can make you live long. So I try to do that.
I like those words to live by.
Yeah, my granddaddy lived. He lived to be 75. I mean, I know some. You know what's funny? We always say, and I tell my wife this all the time when we hear about people pass. Like, oh, he was 80. My wife like, that was young. And I'd be like,
that was young. Goddamn. She knew Moses or something.
I don't know if she's just programmed to say it, but she always says, that was young. And I'd be like, no, it wasn't.
Mm-mm. For Black men, if you live past 60 something, you doing good. So you enjoy them blessings.
I think that's kind of like saying, oh, your baby's so cute.
Bless his heart. Yeah. Bless his heart.
She always says, that was young. And I'd be like, no, that wasn't. That wasn't young. To me, young is anything younger than me.
Right.
So young gets older every year. But
yeah,
she quick to say, I've seen people pass at 68, and she said, they were so young. No. The Bible says 70, that's 70. They was almost at the finish line. I'm just saying. Love my wife to death, though. But I really think she's just programmed to say that.
That's cute.
Oh, he's 100. He died. He was 100. She said, I like Betty White died. Oh, she was young.
She doesn't seen that all.
Betty White, like, I've seen every president. Rest in peace, Betty White. Betty, you know the sad thing about Betty White? Yesterday was Betty White's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And she would have been 100 years old.
Yeah, she was a good spirit.
Yeah. So shout out, rest in peace, Betty White. That's all I got, man. Y'all stay forever young. How about that?
There you go.
All right, man. It's your boy, Big XL.
It's your dude, Spank.
One time for Rich Regal. Make sure y'all hit Rich Regal up at www.richregal740.com for all your good needs, whether it's apparel, whether it's accessories, whatever you need. Make sure you hit them up. Thank you for sponsoring the show, good buddy. You're going to continue to be over my shoulder. I see that big old belly. Jane Wick, definitely hold your head. Free Jane Wick. I'm going to get me a shirt. Free Jane Wick. Y'all free Jane Wick. She ain't hurt nobody. She was providing a service.
Moving service.
Yeah. And y'all definitely visit countryrapreport.com. Everything Country Rap Report is there. But this is something I got to tell y'all. I don't talk about this enough, and I definitely want to figure out how to push this forward in 2022. A lot of you artists, you guys hit us up about getting reviews. And we tell you we only review videos.
Right.
Only review videos. But guess what? That doesn't mean you can't connect with us. We have a Spotify playlist. If what you send us is your Spotify song, we'll add it to the playlist. We also have a radio station, WCRR Radio. We will add your MP3s to the radio station, but I promise you, if you send me a link to your, video?
Cover art.
If you send me a link to your cover art video, I'm not turning it into an MP3 file. Okay? If you want to be added to the radio station, in the package, hey, send your video link, send the Spotify link, and send an MP3 link. It ain't gonna hurt you. That way we'll use it somehow, some way.
Okay.
You like you about to add something.
Don't send your whole damn album in the inbox.
No, I'm not picking. I'm not picking which song is going on the station.
Right. Whole inbox be full. All 20 songs. Check it out. This is me from last year. This is me and my cousin Pookie for 2 years ago. Bruh, no.
What song you want people to hear?
Right. Exactly.
And I know what you're thinking. I want them to hear all of them. Not via this vehicle, Jack. No.
Not having it, fam.
No. All right. It's your boy, Big XL.
It's your dude, Spank.
We are the Country Rap Report. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Appreciate you, Rich Regal.